Megan, I wonder first what you expect out of these coalition talks, or how important is it that Germany build a coalition, that Angela Merkel rule with a majority to the growth in the European economy?
So I think if we saw a renewal of the Grand Coalition, we could expect policy to remain roughly the same as it has been in Germany, both domestically and at the European level. That being said, if we had a minority government that just consisted of the CDU, CSU, we could also expect policy continuity. So from a European context in particular, I don't think Germany's position would change a whole lot either way. It would just be a bit easier for Merkel and her party to get policies through if they did have a coalition with a majority, rather than having to create partnerships based on issues. So it might just make policymaking a bit more efficient. But I do think that the SPD is sitting down with the CDU thinking maybe they'll go into another grand coalition, or given that being the junior partner in a grand coalition has been pretty bad for the SPD in the past couple times they've done it, maybe they'll just go into a partnership. So we could in the end still get a minority government out of Germany, with the SPD agreeing to back the CDU on most issues, but not all.
Megan, I like your take on U.S. tax reform. In quotation marks, it's really just a tax cut, not really the reform that it's kind of being sold as. Here in Europe, we have, the deeper integration that people are supposedly moving towards. But do you really buy that we're going to get movement on deeper integration? Is Germany really going to support Macron in his kind of two-phase integration program?
So the German CDU talks a big game on solidarity. They recognize that this is a real occasion to take a step ahead. But when you dig into the details and ask them more about what solidarity they're looking at, they talk about military, defense, security, solidarity, maybe migration. None of these things are reforms that would actually make a difference in terms of making the euro area an optimal currency area. So in terms of getting those kinds of measures, I don't think there's much chance. I don't think that Germany will go ahead and accept the kind of risk sharing that would be necessary to create a full banking union, some fiscal union or political union. So we might get a few things. We might get a European Monetary Fund that's basically just a souped up version of the ESM. Germany would agree to that, but I don't think it would be much different. So I don't think we'll have the kinds of reforms that we need for the euro area to be more stable in the next crisis.